Let's see, the tooth's gone. I lost the tooth. Oh. Today, we're at the airport. Again, it's beautiful, it's windy. Woohoo! So, I was told a story today. And by story, I mean a fib. I mean a lie. I mean, absolutely no way. And in saying that, I have to give some background as to how I know it's a lie and it's all bullshit. I started working in the restaurants at 14 years old. I was a fry cook, my very first job. I did not stop cooking until I was probably 6'3", probably 45, about 10 years ago, coming up about 10 years ago. Ruckus! Little boy down there just dicking around. Hey, what's going on, guys? Where are you? Even my years in the Navy, I was a cook. I loved to cook. It is something that comes naturally to me. Amounts, I can weigh them in my hand usually. I used to be spot on with a pound. I have pound hands, what they used to say, that I could weigh up a pound without having to measure it, and it was a pound. Which, in the restaurant industry, you're able to do that, measure something without taking the time to actually measure it. If you know you're close, you're being efficient, you're saving time, and as we know, time is money. In the restaurant industry, the more people you can get through your door, in your seat, and out the door, paid, the more money you make. So, efficiency matters. Being fast matters. But more than all that, I'm rolling up my sleeves. What matters the most is your attention to detail. If you don't have attention, oh, look at that pretty butterfly. Or it's a moth, whatever. If you don't have attention to the detail, you will not make it in the restaurant industry. I will guarantee you will not make it in the restaurant industry. You need to have attention to detail. You need to have a work ethic that is above none. Like I was saying today, if you don't have, in my day, back when I was in 1900 and in the 80s, I was coming up, 80s and 90s, if you did not have 5 things on your plate at one time, meaning I have to do 7 things in the next 2 minutes, you're not doing your job. You're not fast enough. You're not a quality person. Being said, I have trained, being generous, a handful of people, generously understating the amount of people that I have gone through in the kitchens. Yeah, I trained a lot of people. Whether knowingly or not knowingly, a lot of people have my little fingerprints on their work ethic and how they do things, and certain steps above other steps. Anyway, we're going to segue into the water. I think the water pit down here is kind of low now. We haven't had rain, haven't had a good rain quite a while. Yeah, it is low. We got white. They got tops. Oh, there goes a crane. God, I hope you saw that. That thing's gorgeous. So I can't see the water. Big boy's in my way. Oh yeah, there's no water in here at all. Now it's all sand mud. I know there's water out there, but it's a long way away. See, before, this used to be water. This was all water before. And we are walking out. Oh, we're getting buggy. That's where the water is. So it's almost gone. I'm going to say this is dry. But back to the restaurant industry. So, wow. That's already turning colors, folks. It's not even September. We got a maple turning bright red. Holy jeez. Yeah, we do. That's crazy. So, I think that's safe to say about anybody that's been in the industry, a skilled trade for a couple of decades, that you can spot a diamond in the rough, and either you're willing to take that diamond in the rough and train it and get it molded the way that you want, shape it the perfect way, or you can just look at it and go, I'm going to leave you the way you are right now. I was a bartender for, I don't know, 8 years, maybe 10 years, along with working in the restaurants. I did both. One thing I have found about being in the bar business, being a bartender, is that you are able to see people when they walk through that door, and you can peg them 100% within the first 5 seconds. You come and sit at my bar and you look at me and give me the first 2 words out of your mouth, I know what kind of person you are. I want, I need, give me. That was my best one. Give me, fuck you. I mean, of course, you can't say that. You could just kind of in your head, all right, great, perfect. Another gimme. Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't matter what they said. You always knew how they were as customers. You got to be able to peg. You were able to peg people as years went on. As you interacted with people, you got to know people's tendencies, how they acted in different situations. And granted, not all covers fit the same book. There are different people out there. I get it. But I lost. Oh, there he is, right there. Couldn't see him. They're all right there. So I met this new person last year around this time, and I said to the person that I was with at that time, not girlfriend, boyfriend, not romantically, I was in a situation, I said, there's something about that person that's just not right. I tell the story about Phil, who I used to work with, that was Marine, and me being Navy. Of course, we never got along. I didn't know that until 3 months into it, and he said, well, I'm a Marine. Fucking A. No wonder why we don't get along. I'm Navy, you're Marine. Okay, now, let's go on. Let's go forward, and great friends. Love that guy to death. He didn't bullshit me. I knew there was something wrong, something different. And when I met this person last year, I said the same thing. There's something off about this person. I don't know what it is, but I know there's something wrong. Not wrong, but there's something different. Well, this person is telling stories about their family that doesn't exist. I know the person's situation, and I know there is some family. This person put up this person said that they were on, what is that show with Gordon Ramsay, Hell's Kitchen. I was on season 3 of Hell's Kitchen or whatever. No, they weren't specific. It was just, I was on the show, Hell's Kitchen. Or I helped out. I can't remember how it went. But either way, the person led it. Okay, I was one of the people in Hell's Kitchen. I laughed right away, knowing that, no, this can't be true. Because one, you don't have the work ethic that it takes to be a minimum on that show. People would laugh you out of the kitchen, out of that restaurant that they were supposedly making at Hell's Kitchen. I think it was Hell's Kitchen, or maybe it was one of those top chefs on one of those offshoot channels. Now I don't see Bruce. I know he was there last time I saw him, but now hey Brucey. There he is. Oh, good boy. There he was pooping. But man, I tell people, and I've gone through this as a kid too, don't lie. You know, there's no reason to make up a story about who you are, where you are. Jesus, you know, you're interesting enough as a person. There's no reason to make up a bullshit way, way, way out of the stratosphere claim that, oh, it's on top shelf. No, or Hell's Kitchen. No, you weren't. There's no way. Not a chance in the world. And I'm not saying I'm that good where I'm on there, but I do have the background and I do know, I don't know what he's looking at, something like it's something in there. Oh, there he is. But yeah, I don't know what he's looking at. But it's just, it's enough where you know that, okay, you're full of shit. The story you're perpetrating is not true. And the last time I heard a story like that was a person that put forward a video of Ashton Kutcher, yep, there he goes, saying, well, happy birthday. I forgot it was your birthday. And wishing this person a happy birthday. And that person said, this is from Ashton Kutcher to me. Of course, I called bullshit on it, like something was wrong. And it took me 5 minutes to find it on the internet, on Instagram. So I went and I popped this bubble the next day. I said, dude, you're full of shit. I found where your Ashton Kutcher was. Oh my God, had a fit. So it's, I don't understand. I do, but on the other hand, it's like, why? Why? There's no reason for it. And now they're perpetrating, they're putting forward this, I have this amount of experience, or I have this amount of experience. No, you don't. It's all, it's not good. It's not good at all. It's frustrating. But hey, it is what it is. But what it isn't is a beautiful day today. Woo! Stars are out. Well, yes, the stars are out. It's our every day, 24 hours a day, the same as this night. But anyways, good news. We're still in second place on our ETF challenge for the month. We're hoping that we're going to make up 20%. I'm currently at 18. The leader is at 38% growth just this month alone. He was, I don't want to say lucky because there's not real much, there's not a amount of luck in the stock market. It is all due diligence, I understand. But having the wherewithal to see something, know something, and have the conviction to do it. And in this case, get the MRNY, M-R-N-Y, going Myrna in the Merck news this week about the cancer drug. I'm competing against that. So if it wasn't for that, I would think I'd be from. But I don't want to give away my hopes and dreams, but I am hoping that NVIDIA on Wednesday blows out earnings. I hope they have a significant earnings. I hope it drops. But so we're just gonna lose. There we go. We're missing Bruce doing his dance. So we're hoping for NVIDIA to have a shitty week. We need them to have a shitty week. But we need all the rest of them We need the rest of the sector to have a great week. Soxel, S-O-X-L, preferably to have an outstanding week. We need that, we need that, we need that. I don't think we're gonna get it. But yeah, I do like NVIDIA. I held NVIDIA a couple of years ago when it was went through the split. I had to do that, and I've had it at various times other than that too. I've always just kind of played with it and never really held it for an investment. It was always trading, day trade. It's a gorgeous day. So we need NVIDIA to do shitty, but on the other hand, I'd love for Palantir to do, I don't know where they're going, I don't know where you're going. Both of them are together, so that's kind of scary. Well, not anymore. Why is Ruckus going way over there? That's Bruce right there. Ruckus is the little black dog, wherever the hell he went. Ruckus! Yeah, I don't know what they're digging into in there. They got... Okay, here comes Ruckus. See him. Hey, yay, reconnecting. Always reconnecting. The spot is like right here where you can't go past that spot. You're gonna lose your signal. So I'm on the edge. What's that? I'm on the edge. There's so many songs like that. I'm thinking of a 50 Cent song, and I'm on the edge. Something about I shoot you in the chest, fill your chest full of lead. I'm on the edge. Aim the gun straight to your head. I'm on the edge. I got something for your ass. You thinking I'm pussy? You thinking I'm pussy? Yeah, that's a pretty good 50 Cent. 50. Excuse me. It's hard to say with my tooth being gone. 50 Cent. There, I could say it. I'll show you, but it's not pretty. It's nuts. In fact, I called the dentist today and get in there. Ruckus! Usually we don't turn Ruckus' collar on because he's usually right here. I could hear him breaking. There he is, right there. But yeah, I lost an incisor. Was not happy. I got 5 years ago. I got knocked in the head by his little brother, and it knocked it loose. And then I remember the dentist I went and saw at that time said that, well, they're on shock. Well, no, it didn't. It stayed loose, and then it just got looser. All right. We got a side-by-side back there. That's the first time we've had a side-by-side back here forever. Yeah, we've been living up here 6 years. This is the first time I ever had anybody else back here. She's just, I don't know what the hell he's doing. But it's an old man. It's an old man sitting next to me. Brucey! Bruce! Bruce! Come on! This goes all the way around, and the other end of here is right there. And that's where I think he's going. Bruce! Come on! So we're gonna get on our walk. Come on! All right, kids, well, my attention's got to be with the dogs. You guys have a great day. We'll catch